Hi, and welcome to Moonbeam Connections. I'm Jacqui-Leigh. Today on Shift Happens, Life in Transition, we're going to look at what is this shift protecting me from? So when people look at shifts, they tend to look at what I'm losing because of this shift, right? What don't I have now because of this shift? But they never look at what am I being protected from? Because obviously it's hard to look at the negative, hard to look at what now it didn't occur because of it, because of the shift. So I always look at things, to give you a more practical example, when I'm running late for work, I try not to freak out. I try and be like, it's all right. I'll get there when I get there. Because for all I know, I'm running late for work today because I'm being protected from getting into an accident. And if I had been on time today, I would have gotten into a bad accident. And so if you try and start looking at things in a different way, so when you're shifting, instead of looking at what am I losing, start looking, well, what am I being saved from? What am I being protected from? And it's hard to see because you don't know. I don't know if I was on time for work, if I would have gotten into an accident. So because I don't know, it's hard to be, let's say, grateful for that, right? I like to really feel truly grateful because I didn't get in an accident. I didn't expect to get in an accident today, and I'm late for work, right? And so when you're looking at shifts, it's hard to be like, oh, I'm glad this shift happened, because then that didn't happen when you weren't even anticipating sometimes that would have happened, right? Like, I'm glad I didn't stay in that relationship, because then I would have gone out that night with them and I would have been in that car and gotten into that car accident. But because we had broken up already, I didn't go out that night with them and I wasn't in the car when they got into the accident. But it's usually it's not so apparent, right? When you're looking at the negative, something that didn't happen that you weren't expecting to happen, it's hard to be able to say, oh, I appreciate this shift in my life because this negative thing didn't happen when you weren't expecting that negative. Like you were in a relationship and the person broke up with you and you're so sad and you're like, why did that have to happen? We were good together. But what you don't realize is that actually they would have ended up cheating on you, right? Like, if you had stayed in the relationship a year longer, they would have cheated on you, and that would have been heartbreaking and it would have been all kinds of more trouble. But because they broke up with you now, you're getting to avoid that heartbreak of being cheated on, right? You're having the heartbreak of the relationship ending, but not the heartbreak of being cheated on. And so when you don't expect something to happen, and then it's not happening because of the shift, you don't feel grateful about that not happening because you never expected it to happen in the first place. I hope that makes sense as I try and explain the thoughts that are in my head where the words don't quite come out how I want them to. But anyway, so we're going to ask Spirit, what is this shift protecting me from? So what is this shift protecting me from, please? Let's see. Oh, it did want to come out. Ooh, and it did a few little flippies to come out. Reversed hangman, though. So hangman is about stalling and being an indecision, becoming a martyr, right? So when it's upright, you're just surrendering to things. You're pausing for a bit. You're trying to get new perspective. But when it's reversed, you're actually stalling. You're delaying things that need to be done. You're not making decisions that you need to make. You're acting as a martyr in terms of like, I'll give up my happiness for this. I'll give up my time for this, right? People will see I'm a good person because I'm staying in this relationship and I'm supporting their career, right? I'll just leave my career by the side. I'm sacrificing my career for their career. Look what a good person I am. And so what Spirit is saying is what this shift is protecting you from is from being stuck in that being in indecision, right? Sacrificing yourself for somebody else or for something else or for some kind of cause. And so really, like, you may have felt like whatever this is that's ending for you, obviously everybody's shift is different. Whatever it is, you really wanted this thing, but actually you were kind of stuck in that, right? Being in this relationship, being in this career was just stalling you or delaying you from getting to something that's better for you, or that you that's for your highest and greatest good, right? Or you needed to make a decision about this job, right? Like, I make good money, but I don't particularly enjoy it, but it's okay. It's not bad enough to be like, I'm out of here. Like, I'm out of here tomorrow, but at the same time, I don't know if it's not very fulfilling. I don't know if I can do it long term. And you kind of sit there going, well, the money's good. It's stable. I don't have to worry about things. I know my job, it's easy. And over there, it may not make as much money. It may not be as stable. I may have to go through a learning process. I don't know if I'll be as good at it, right? And so then you're stuck over here at this indecision, and then you get laid off, you get fired, you lose your job, the company closes down, and all of a sudden, boom, that's it. There's no more indecision because you have to move. It's not a matter of do I stay or do I go? It's a matter of where do I go to now? And so you're being forced to make that decision. So this shift is sort of forcing you to, do something, or is protecting you from being stuck in this in this stagnation, like stuck in stagnation, right? Like you're just stuck here, and you're just here because it's comfortable. This is what I know. This is where I've been. If I make a change, I don't know if it'll be better. So we're just going to stay. And now this shift is occurring, and it's forcing those decisions. It's forcing you not to be stalling anymore. It's forcing you out of a bad relationship. It's forcing you out of a bad job. It's forcing you out of a bad housing situation. Like I had this house, it was easily affordable, but it was full of rats and cockroaches, but I could easily afford it, and I kept thinking I should move, but I don't. And now the city's come along, they've condemned my house, and now I'm forced to move. So I'm forced to get out of here. I have to make this decision. So it's protecting you from your own stagnation, from your own indecision, from becoming a martyr and sacrificing yourself for other people or other situations or other causes, and not truly finding your own fulfillment, or truly finding your own happiness, or truly finding your own peace in life. And so that's what this, the message is here. Oh, my light has changed. I always start, yeah, I don't think I can make it any better, because it's sunlight coming through, but we'll try the best. I hope you can see that picture there. So what advice, I don't know if you need advice. You're being pushed into action, but I guess, we've got some advice coming out. So your advice, Queen of Swords. Okay. So start standing in your independence, start finding the clarity, start being honest, right? Your advice is like, cut through. I always see the swords as cutting through to the truth, right? And you're the queen now. So you've got all this experience. You're very independent. You can stand on your own 2 feet, and it doesn't matter if you're masculine or feminine. It doesn't matter. Queen is, a masculine, think of a masculine queen. It's just more about knowing who you are, being independent, being honest, seeing things for what they are, seeing the clarity. So that's your advice here, is finding clarity and being honest with yourself. This shift happened because you were in stagnation. You were in indecision. If this shift didn't happen, you were never going to make the shift happen. It had to be like forced upon you. And so now that it's been forced upon you, start standing in your independence, making your own decisions, right? But do it from a place of clarity, of truly seeing what was this situation really like? What was good for me in that situation, and what was bad for me in that situation? Why is it a good thing this situation ended? And be completely open and honest. Maybe, you were with a partner and you just sacrificed everything for them. I just want to make you happy. I'll make you happy. That people pleaser thing, codependency, and you're just there for them, sacrificing. And now that this relationship has ended, and now you're able to see the clarity of, I wasn't doing anything like to fulfill myself. I wasn't being supported at all. I wasn't, it wasn't an equal relationship. It was really me just being a martyr and sacrificing myself so they could have their life, so they could build a better career, so that they could go out and hang out with their friends, so that they could go out and do whatever they wanted, right? And I just kept sacrificing myself to make this person happy. And now that you're out of this relationship, now you can be independent, stand on your own 2 feet, not have to rely on anybody else, but also not have to. And if you're always sort of there relying on you, right? Your partner was relying on you, and you're sort of people pleasing, trying to help them. It may feel like, I was always independent. I was always doing all the work. I was always doing anything, but you weren't truly independent, because it was all about I want to make you happy. I want to make you happy. If I make you happy, we'll be happy. If I make you happy, it'll be good. If I make you happy, we'll find peace and happiness and harmony. And now it's about, no, I'm going to be independent. I'm going to find clarity in the situation. I'm going to look at the truth of the situation. I'm going to be honest with myself about things that I did within that relationship, or what it doesn't have to be a relationship within that workplace. I'm going to be completely honest about what was good and what was bad, what I will no longer accept, what I do want to accept, and moving forward from there. And what should your next step be? I mean, this advice is really your next step, but victory! So the 6 of Wands is all about getting your victory, being successful, getting the recognition you deserve, right? So you can do lots of work and do really good and nobody ever sees it, or you can do lots of work and do really good and people are praising you for it, people are acknowledging it, people are thanking you for it, people are seeing that, oh, you're putting in a lot of effort. And so that is your next step, is to start getting that victory, seeing this as a victory, going for those successes, getting the recognition for your work. If this was a codependent relationship, and you're always just sacrificing, but it was never recognized, right? That the other person was like, you don't do enough. You don't give me enough. Because that's how those dynamics work. I'm give, and you're take, and I never give you enough. I can never satisfy you enough because I'm just supposed to live for your entire life. And anything I do that's outside of pleasing you is wrong, right? And so this is all about starting to get recognized for what you've done. So maybe you were in a career that, you were sacrificing all the time. You were putting in the overtime hours and not getting paid, or you're just putting in the overtime hours and not seeing your family. And, you were helping keep this company afloat. Maybe you were the brains behind the operation and you weren't being paid enough because you had a CEO and a CFO and a COO, and they were not recognizing all your effort that you were putting in that was actually holding this company together. All of a sudden you're out of that situation. You're gone. They didn't appreciate you. You were forced to shift over here. And now all of a sudden they see, oh, wow, you start getting recognized for all this work you had done previously. And they didn't understand the value of what you were doing. And so this is starting. So your next step is to start looking for those victories, going towards success, and actually getting that recognition. I wouldn't even say it's even so much like a step you in particular have to take. It's just more understanding that this next chapter, this next step in your life, this next bit that you're going through, you are going to start seeing those victories. You're going to feel that victory. So if this is a relationship ended and now you had to move home and now you're starting to find your independence and be by yourself and you're starting to be honest with everything and find clarity, you're going to naturally start feeling that victory, that success, that, oh, thank God this relationship ended. Now I can move on to a better, healthier relationship. And we definitely need an angel number for you. I think we do angel numbers a lot for you. But I guess shifting, there's a lot of shifts. You need your angel numbers. You need that support of, I'm on the right track. This is all right track though. I mean, you've got, the Hangman, and then the Queen of Swords. I mean, obviously reversed Hangman, but this is a good thing. That's what you're being protected from. That indecision, that stalling, that being trapped somewhere and never actually getting out of it. So let's get an angel number, please, for this reading. Angel. Oh, we got 2. Okay, look at this. I love spirit. Okay, so spiritual awakening, 777. You were on the right path. Okay, so this is the path meant for you. You're spiritually evolving and aligning with your highest purpose. So this shift is aligning you with your higher purpose. See, is aligning you, let's put that right there, is aligning you towards your success. And then we have take a step. So 535, let go of old beliefs and patterns that no longer serve you, right? So if you were a people pleaser, always pleasing, we need to let go of those beliefs and those patterns because they're not serving you. That's not for your highest and greatest good. That's not making you happy. That's not bringing you peace into your life. So let go of old beliefs and patterns that no longer serve you, right? This is your time now. Start seeing things with clarity. Start being honest. This is your time. and prepare to step out of your comfort zone in order to grow and expand. And that's exactly why this shift happened, right? You were stalling, you were in indecision, you were sitting back because you were comfortable. You knew what this situation was. If you left this situation, you didn't know what another situation was necessarily going to be like. Is it going to be better? Is it going to be worse? Is it going to be the same? Well, I know this. I understand this. This I can live in, right? Because I understand what's coming. I know what this is. And so this is saying, no, you need to prepare and take that step out of your comfort zone, and which is what you're doing because you're being forced into the shift. You're going to sit here. You're going to find your clarity. You're going to be independent. You're going to be honest with yourself. What did I need to learn from that experience? What am I taking forward with me that I will accept? What am I taking forward with me that I won't accept? And you will find that victory. You are aligning with your higher purpose. And this is your right move. I mean, this is what you should be doing. This was a good thing. This shift was a good thing for you. And I think we're going to get one more message for you. This is my oracle message. Just has messages. Just has words on it. But let's see what message Spirit has for you from here. And we shall see. Okay, what message would you like for this reading, please? Like to give us for this reading? And that's a bunch of them. We're going to bomb back. Only one or two, please. What message do you have for us today for this reading, please? And there we go. Thank you. Alrighty. What message? Ooh, remember that you can't change anyone but yourself. Look at that. Look at that. Remember, you can't change anyone but yourself. We're standing in our independence, right? This shift was because we can't change whatever that situation was, whatever that person was, whatever was bad over there. You can't change it. You can only change yourself. And everybody knows how hard it is to change yourself. And you're expecting you're going to change somebody else? Right? So remember, you can't change anyone but yourself. So start working on yourself, being honest with yourself. You're going to be standing in your victory by doing that. And you're going to be aligning with your path and getting out of your comfort zone, which is those negative patterns, those negative beliefs about yourself. You're going to be starting to push those to the wayside, stepping out of your comfort zone and finding new patterns, new beliefs where that lead you to success, that show that you already are successful and you're already moving forward. And just be yourself and go out into the world. I hope this message helped you. I'm sending you peace, love, and happiness. Bye for now.